It's beer o'clock on Real Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from KlosterBrauerei Andechs, and it's a bottle of their WeissBier Dunkel coming in at 5% ABV. Apologies to my German viewers who completely laughed their socks off at my pronunciation of this brewery. I just see it as Andechs. It probably says Anders or something simple like that. As I mentioned, I do apologise. There's a look at the bottle cap. Come on, focus. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. I do like a WeissBier Dunkel. Nice bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass then. Look at that. Have a listen. Fantastic carbonation. 4-finger. Tan coloured head. And look at the beer. Look at that presentation of that beer. Doesn't that look really, really nice? Great levels of carbonation. It's a beautiful style of beer. When it's done right, when it's done properly, it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful style of beer. Let's get the aroma. Oh my goodness me. My goodness me, wow, what a beer. Banana, clove, coriander, a little bit of tobacco smoke, a little bit of roasted malt. Tremendous, absolutely tremendous. And it's only going to get better. I'm going to get some more of the beer in before we get into the review, because I want to, it's probably 99% sure it's a bottle conditioned beer, so I want to get that yeast and the unfiltered goodness of the beer into the glass. But before we do, I'd like to thank our channel sponsors, beersofeurope.co.uk, for sponsoring today's video. They've been our channel sponsors now for about 4 or 5 years. Wonderful company, wonderful selection of beers from all around the world. Check out the link in the description box of the video, www.beersofeurope.co.uk, for some great beer. Here we go then, let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, banana, clove, coriander. But then it's got that lovely benefit of some, just a touch of crusty bread. Fresh, brown, crusty bread. You've just ripped, the bread's still warm, you've just pulled it out the oven. You've just ripped it, and there's the odd bit of steams come up the side of the bread. As the end is the crust of the bread, and it's that wonderful smell and taste as you put some butter on it, melts into the bread. This is a tremendous beer. And then you go into the banana, the clove, the spice, the slight bitterness from the hops in the beer, the carbonation that pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. So you've all probably tried a WeissBier, and you've probably all tried a WeissBier Dunkel. But for the few who may not have, let's say for the few who have tried a WeissBier, but who've not tried a WeissBier Dunkel, it's a WeissBier with just some lovely red malts and some slightly roasted malts in there, and it just gives that extra layer of depth to the beer. That extra, it's like Pat Butcher putting a leopard skin coat on EastEnders. I know, I don't watch EastEnders. EastEnders is a British show, by the way, if you don't know kind of what it is. And Pat Butcher was the big lady in it. I probably stopped watching EastEnders in 2004, but I always remember Pat Butcher's coat. This is Pat Butcher. The WeissBier is Pat Butcher. This is Pat Butcher with her coat on. It's just got that extra bit of, you know, dare I say it, quality about it. Here we go. Is that yeast I was showing you? Going to talk to you about. And it's a little bit more difficult to see. I can certainly see it with my naked eye rather than the camera. Let me bend it towards the light. Yeah, you kind of get a little bit of that kind of, that haziness. It's definitely a lot more cloudy, and it'll definitely produce some more flavour. Here we go. Oh, it's just incredible. Absolutely incredible beer. I'll tell you a quick story and I will then disappear. I was in Germany last year. I've told this story quite a few times, but I will say it again. I'm a big fan of WeissBier. I'm a massive fan of the WeissBier Dunkel. And when I visited Germany, a brewery invited me over to their brewery, and they invested a lot of money in a craft brewery. I'm gonna mention them. Sorry guys, I know you've tuned in to Kloster Andechs, and you're a wonderful company, but I'm gonna mention it. It was Meisel and Friends was the craft brewery, and it was Meisel Weiss was the company, the bigger company behind it. So I was meant to go there and drink lots of their craft beers, but I ended up going there for 3 days, and most of the time I just drank WeissBier, and I just drank WeissBier Dunkels because I just love the style. Believe it or not, when I first started reviewing beer, I did not like the style at all. Not one bit. I thought, oh my goodness me, what is this beer with banana taste in it and clove and spice, and I didn't like it. But over time, over the years, I learned to love it. And yeah, I spent my time in Germany meant to be drinking craft beer, but drinking WeissBier Dunkels and WeissBiers. I just thought, what's the old saying? Whilst in Rome, yeah? Do what the Romans do. Let's rate this wonderful beer then. I think this is a top quality beer from KlosterBrauerei Andechs. It is KlosterBrauerei Andechs, isn't it? Yes, KlosterBrauerei Andechs. There we go. Let's see if we can get that to focus now. Maybe, there you go. I'm going to rate this beer then. I've not said it all review, but Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, what a fabulous beer. I like this beer enough to give it a 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10 from Real Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.